Hey guys, Chris Vlogs back here for another Chris Talks today, and this time we're going to talk about risk taking. And the reason this is so important is because there are so many people out there that have aspirations and big dreams and all that, but they're never willing to take the risks and take the steps necessary to achieve that dream. And it's kind of sad to just watch it fall apart because if you can't take risks, then you can't make progress. The thing is, yes, there are going to be bad outcomes and there will be good outcomes. It can really go either way when you take a risk, but the thing is, no matter what happens, you'll be making progress. If you get a good outcome, then you'll maybe make a progression in the next step of getting to where you want to be in life. Like, say, for example, I make a really good short film, it gets really popular, and all of a sudden I start growing. That would be a good risk because I took the risk of, showing that short film to the world in the first place and, just showing it to everyone and see what they all thought and taking the risk of criticism, which would have been the negative outcome, getting all these negative responses and just bad criticism. But at the same time, that also could be progress too, because then it would let me know what I'm doing wrong and I could grow in the area that I'm working in. So I can learn from my mistakes and actually still be progressing there to make better content to get to that point where all of a sudden, my videos are getting attention and I'm getting way up there. So it really is just a huge thing. You have to take risks. Like, for example, this shirt is actually a story of how I took a risk. The school came up to me, or a couple of teachers from the school came up to me at the end of the year last year, during my junior year. Well, I'm packed full of jobs. I am busy like almost 24/7, it felt like. And they asked me to do a video for them for the new freshmen coming into high school next year and any new transfer students. They wanted me to do a video for them. And I said, okay, I'll give it a shot. I just need a script and all that. So they gave it to me. I looked it over. I wasn't too sure about it at first, but I decided to take the risk and also, kind of figure out a way or use that as a way to get my name out there too, so that everyone else in the school could see that and see what I do. So that was a risk I took, and it came out great. They all loved it. And as a gift, they gave me this shirt, which is actually the new high school shirt. They just got it. They just made it. They're literally the brand new logos and shirts and everything. And the thing I love most about this is the back. And it's so true. You need to leave your print. But the only way to leave your print is by taking risks and growing as an individual and, actually doing the steps needed to get where you want to be. Trust me, if I had never taken the risk of doing Priceless in Media 1 class, I would not be sitting here doing what I'm doing right now. It was because I decided to take that risk to go above what everyone else was doing and actually make an original story for a class, even though the minimum requirements were far less than that. I went overboard on that project, honestly, but if I hadn't done that, if I hadn't taken that risk to do something different, I would not be sitting here. I wouldn't be a filmmaker right now. That film is literally entirely what got me into filmmaking. I'll admit there was stuff before that kind of, led me in that direction, but Priceless was the ultimate deal that got me actually into this and made me think that I could do it. Because before that, I had no idea that I could do it. I didn't think that I was going to be remotely decent at this. And so far, I've turned out all right. I'm still progressing. There's still a long ways to go, but I'm taking risks every step of the way. Every time I upload a short film, every time I upload a new video, I'm taking that risk of receiving tons and tons of criticism. And I have received some already, but for the most part, it's been positive reviews. And I thank all of you guys for that. You're all so awesome for that. But at the same time, if I hadn't taken those risks, I wouldn't be getting that feedback. And I don't know, it's just something a lot of more people need to realize, especially as a creative, that taking risks is literally your entire career. If you stay in the same spot all the time, if you constantly stay in your comfort zone, you'll never go anywhere and you'll never be able to make a living off of it and actually be able to do that for the rest of your life. That's my goal right now, is just going through all of the necessary steps to do what I love for the rest of my life, or for at least as long as I can. And that there are so many times where it's really scary and really hard to do. Like last year in junior year again, we had our first film festival at the school, because before we'd used just an international one. We had submitted everything to it, and also a local one too. But this year we decided to actually hold one at our school, and basically I was one of the people running it. It was me and the teacher were the ones actually running the film festival. So I would get up there in between all of these different projects that were being shown on screen and talk to the audience, and I'm not a social person. It's really hard for me to get up, even talk to just a classroom full of people, but to see that whole audience out there, which I guess it really wasn't all that big, but still, it was a lot of people for me, and to get up there and stand in front of them and talk to them was really nerve-wracking. But I took the chance, I took the risk, and I got up there, I stood in front of everyone, I got them all hyped up, they were looking really energized. And of course, we got huge praise for everyone. It was just a fantastic night all in all, and I was really glad to have done it. And if I hadn't actually stepped up and taken the microphone, there's no way that I would have the confidence to keep doing what I'm doing, especially with vlogging, because once again, not a social person. So doing stuff like that, holding a camera in front of my face for a whole day, is not an easy thing to do. But once again, just stepping up and just convincing yourself to do it, that's how you make the next step. Because once you make that next step, you can go anywhere. You open yourself up to new paths, every direction. So it's just finding that first step, taking it, and continuing on a path and keeping on going that way. Sometimes you might change paths every now and then. That's understandable. That's just going to happen. But as long as you keep sticking with what you're doing and you keep stepping up, you keep going to that next level, you'll be set. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. That's all I got for you today. Peace out.